Hi, good morning, everybody. So we need to have a conversation. I don't know if you guys follow the War Quotes page. I recommend it you do if you don't already, but they posted this yesterday saying that prank calls and doxing threats forced 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines to take down their website. They posted saying that the 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines temporarily removed its website on June 11th, 2025 due to prank calls flooding the command duty officer and other listed numbers. Lieutenant Colonel Lucas Burke, who is a spokesman, reported that the calls disrupted critical communication lines vital for receiving urgent news about unit emergencies. The decision aimed to protect Marines and their families from doxing and harassment. Burke stated the website will be restored once the mission is completed and the Marines return safely. Now, the Officer of the Day's cell phone, or the duty cell phone for the Officer of the Day, is an official communication line. So if there's like family emergencies sometimes where they are like needing to get in touch with the chain of command, that may be their point of contact to get in touch with the chain of command if they don't have other people's numbers in the unit. Additionally, there's a possibility that the Red Cross could contact the Officer of the Day trying to get in touch with the unit to let them know that there was an emergency with someone's family. That doesn't mean that's the only way that the Red Cross can get in touch with them. Obviously, they're going to have secondary and tertiary means of communication to ensure that they're able to get that message across if there's a family emergency or something. But that is one way that they can do that. Bottom line is, I don't know who was blowing up the Officer of the Day's cell phone, but you should be ashamed of yourselves. And I know it's unlikely that those folks will ever feel any type of repercussions because it was all done anonymously and like you're never going to be able to find out who those people were. But doxing threats? Really? Like doxing Marines for doing their job, protecting federal property and protecting federal buildings and protecting federal personnel? You realize that the Marines protect federal property anyway because they guard embassies, right? What do you think Marines do at embassies? They protect federal property and federal personnel. They're not going to arrest. They're not going there to arrest people. They're not doing policing actions. Like, you got to get this hate out of your head just because you disagree with how people are doing business. Like, at the end of the day, they're going there to ensure that federal agents and federal law enforcement and federal personnel and federal property is not damaged by rioters. If you're protesting, then you don't have a problem. As long as you're not getting violent, don't get violent, and then you won't have a problem. But all that to say, like, whoever was like threatening to dox them or like blowing up the cell phone to prevent official communications from getting through, like, you should be embarrassed. You should just genuinely be embarrassed. And you may not feel consequences for it right now, but I hope that one day you do.